Trump's richest backers are losing even more. The tech titans from the inauguration, who had criticized Trump before, remember, who had given public warnings about exactly the type of governing failures we've been seeing now, they're down tens of billion with a B. The one who lost the most has actually been the most involved. Musk on the right losing over $100 billion in the past few months alone.
Well, butter my biscuits and plug in the charger. Looks like the bromance between Donald Trump and Elon Musk just blew a gasket on the interstate of stupidity. Elon's wealth is melting faster than an ice cream cone at a 4th of July rodeo. And Trump, he's out here poking holes in Musk's wallet with a big old rusty tariff pitchfork. Yeehaw, y'all. Grab your floaties, because this hot tub's about to get messy. Now, before we get to today's Tesla fire sale, let's take a little stroll down memory lane, shall we? Remember back when Elon was Trump's golden boy? He was strutting around the White House like a rooster in a hen house, swinging a chainsaw and hollering about efficiency like he was going to save the government by hacking it into mulch. Doggone thing looked more like a frat boy cosplaying Paul Bunyan. That boy was everywhere, grinning on Air Force One, toting around his kid with a MAGA hat jammed on its poor lil head, making big old promises about saving $2 trillion. Shoot, he even gave himself a whole fake department, DOGE, that cut more jobs than a blind barber on discount day. Only problem, turns out when you gut the federal government like a catfish at a fish fry, people tend to notice, and they don't take too kindly to it. Now flash forward to today, Elon's genius plan's about as busted as a screen door in a hurricane.
Elon Musk has now lost a staggering $122 billion because Musk's wealth is tied up in Tesla, which has been hammered for a bunch of reasons, along with the other companies that are crashing, and its net income plunged more than half, plunged 70%.
Tesla profits down 71%. His approval rating sinking faster than a Tesla floating through a Florida canal, and Trump's new tariff tantrum is slamming the final nail in the coffin. You'd think a feller who builds cars would know tariffs are bad for business, but bless his heart, Elon's learning that lesson the hard way.
What are your thoughts on tariffs? I know that's very controversial to even people, economists. They disagree, some agree, some think it's a good idea, some think it's a terrible idea. What do you think?
I think you need to be careful with tariffs. So you want to have tariffs be predictable so that companies can adjust their supply chain. I mean, I think companies are more than happy to increase manufacturing in America. It's just that you can't do it instantly. I'm against sudden giant tariffs. It's an impossible response if you've got to, move 1,000 tons of equipment, or collectively millions of tons of equipment. You just can't do that overnight. It's literally impossible.
Trump slapped on those tariffs like he was dealing cards at a rigged casino. Congrats, Elon. You just won $1 billion butt kicking. Better luck next time, partner.
And now from Washington to corporate America, ever since President Trump's April 2nd announcement on tariffs, global markets have been reeling from heavy losses, wiping out trillions of dollars in equity value. In fact, several American billionaires have seen their wealth plunge. The world's 500 richest people reportedly lost more than $500 billion in just 2 trading days following President Trump's tariff announcement. Within that list, a group of tycoons who have supported the president or attended his inauguration in January have also seen their wealth shrink. President Trump's close ally, Elon Musk, reportedly lost nearly $31 billion in 2 days of trading.
And what's Musk doing about it? Well, same thing he always does, crying about free trade and zero tariffs like the kid who brought the wrong homework to the spelling bee. He's over here hoping Trump listens to reason. Meanwhile, Trump's out there on social media beating his chest like a possum in a trash can, screaming tariffs forever. It's like watching 2 raccoons fight over a broken lawn chair. Ain't nobody winning, but you can't look away.
Last week was a week of collapsing markets, evaporating 401ks, and likely price hikes for the American people since Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs went into effect. The fallout may be too much for even the richest man on the planet. Here's what Donald Trump confidant and multi-billionaire Elon Musk said about tariffs at an event yesterday.
I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation. That has certainly been my advice to the president.
Well, as recently as yesterday, Trump posted on social media that the tariffs are, quote, here to stay.
And let's not forget, this whole friendship breakup ain't just about the money, no siree. It's about egos bigger than a Texas barbecue pit. Trump don't like being told what to do, and Elon don't like losing money. So now, instead of late-night phone calls and awkward MAGA photo ops, we got Musk sneaking out the White House back door like a teenager caught stealing whiskey. He's pulling back from that whole government efficiency gig, claiming he's just too busy. Which is a fancy way of saying, please, Mr. Trump, don't blame me when this whole thing goes belly up. If you're enjoying watching billionaires crash and burn faster than a Tesla on autopilot, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It's cheaper than buying Elon stock right now. Meanwhile, Doge, that big bad Department of Government Efficiency, is about as efficient as a bull in a china shop. They promised to save $1 trillion, and now they're bragging about saving $150 billion. Which, let's be honest, is like promising to fix the roof and ending up patching one shingle with duct tape. But hey, at least they managed to fire a few 100,000 federal workers, shut down the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and crash half the websites that keep Social Security afloat. Real bang-up job there, Elon. And just when you think the rodeo's over, they announce they're building some Frankenstein's monster database to help ICE deport folks faster, using taxpayer data they ain't even supposed to have.
New tonight, the Trump administration wants to use technology to make it easier to find illegal immigrants. The Department of Government Efficiency is building a master database. CNN reports their goal is to pull data from agencies like the Internal Revenue Service, Social Security Administration, and Health and Human Services. All those agencies have sensitive personal data that hasn't been used before to proactively identify immigration status, allowing streamlined access to highly protected information for immigration enforcement has been the subject of ongoing legal challenges.
That's right, folks. Elon and Trump teamed up to build the deportation equivalent of a combine harvester, all while Tesla stock traders and the American public wonders if either of these two chuckleheads ever passed a basic civics class. So where does that leave us? Well, Trump's approval ratings are sitting somewhere between quicksand and soggy toast. Musk's reputation's taking more hits than a piñata at a 5-year-old's birthday party, and the country's economy is shaking like a two-legged stool at a barn dance. Meanwhile, we're all sitting here watching this soap opera unfold like it's the only thing on TV. And honestly, folks, it's the trashiest, most entertaining mess I've ever seen. So if you like your billionaires roast and your government efficiency served up with a side of absolute chaos, pull up a chair, pour yourself some sweet tea, and hit that subscribe button faster than Elon's lawyers can file bankruptcy paperwork. Stay warm, stay woke, and stay soaked. I'll see y'all next time in the tub.